What's up guys, welcome Poland's Garage. So today I'm gonna make a video I was not supposed to do. I just wanted to make, do all this stuff and just kind of like show you guys what I did, what is new on the Miata. But I get kind of mad. So I don't know how many of you hear about the website AliExpress. It's like a kind of sort of Chinese eBay. A lot of things they have like free shipping, but it comes from China, so it takes like 2, 3, 4, up to like fucking 2 months to ship it here, right? But it's worth it. Like usually the stuff comes after like 2 weeks, and like you can buy shit for like really cheaply. So I bought 5 different things, 5 different things from AliExpress, and I kind of started using everything. I want to just show you guys the final effect, if it's gonna be cool. All this stuff cost me under $10 for all 5 of the things. So here it is. I was not supposed to make the video. We're gonna unbox it in 1 second, but I wanna start from what I already did. So I bought a vinyl tint. Like you guys know what I'm talking about, like a tint for like your lights, turn signal. You're supposed to be all black like this, and I did the front turn signals first. As you guys can see, it looks pretty cool, right? I mean, maybe it's not perfect, but it looks decent. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, so I'm gonna do the back too, right? So I wrapped the whole thing. It was almost perfect. There was couple like air bubbles, but that's it, right? So I cut out the circle because I like the style. I want to do it like this. After fucking 1 day of having this vinyl tint on my lights in the back, right, in this car, this fucking tint started peeling because from the heat from the sun here in California. The fucking tint started fucking peeling here. This is not a big deal. This is a small fucking area. Look at here, like literally the whole thing just fucking peeled off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like a lot of little light, like those air bubbles showed up too. So I just got mad. I was like, the front one still didn't peel, thanks God, but I'm pissed. I have to buy like an actual, like probably M3 or 3M, whatever they're called, wrap for the tail lights, which pissing me off because I have 2 different tail lights. Like this one's way more faded than this one, so I wanted to just have nice black ones. I'm pissed about this. So we already know this was $3 per roll, and the exact amount to do 2 turn signals on the Miata and 2 tail lights if you don't fucked up. But I thought it's gonna be a good tint. I tried to cut it as good as possible. I got fucked, as you guys see. The tint is peeling, it looks like shit. So let's start from another thing I've got. Let's open this box, mail, whatever you want to call it. So what it is, I only have one because I already also installed it. I wanted to make a boring video, but I think we're gonna make a boring video about installing this thing. So what it is, this is a, like, you get 89 cents, get you 2 of those. That's all you literally get. I did this, don't get me wrong, this hot glue is me because I thought this thing is not like sturdy enough. The cables, I thought they're gonna snap or something, so I did the hot glue in the back. But this is a turn signal, and I already put one in this light too, so I'm gonna turn on the hazards, whatever they're called, and I'll show you guys. So that's how it's supposed to look like. You see, guys, like you have the turn signal, and I wanted to put this in the back, and I had to glue it in there so you guys don't, so nobody can see it. I was going to tint it black so it just looks nicer, right? And it just looks cool once at night when the car is running and you use the turn signals and you have the lights on. But it's not the worst, to be honest with you. 2 for 89 cents is not really a bad deal at all, and it still works. I'm gonna show you guys how to install it too. So that's another thing I bought, and this is the only thing I cannot complain about. For 89 cents for 2 of them, they're pretty easy to install, so I cannot really complain about this shit. And so here we have another thing that I bought. I already tried to use, and I'm also pissed, which is this is $1. This one's brand new one. I bought 2 of them, and one of them, like literally after using it on 2 letters on the tire, because it's supposed to be a paint marker for like your tires. And that's what I did. And it's supposed to be white. It just looks like shit. It's not even white. It's annoying. Like, it's definitely not worth a fucking $1 from China. There's some Chinese writing on it too. This one is brand new. It's a waste of money. So we have $3 right here. I bought 2 of those, so they were like $2, so we have $5 right there. 2 of those were 89 cents, so we have like almost not even $6 yet. Another thing I bought was $1.97. This is the only thing that I cannot really complain about. Are what is it called? Those tire things right here. I didn't install them yet. They're just like, I don't know how well you guys can see. They're just stars because mine are just like black and boring. So I'm gonna put these ones in. We're gonna put them in 1 second. So I didn't even put them in yet, so I don't know if I can complain or not. I don't know if they're gonna fall off within like fucking 5 minutes. But so far, I'm gonna put them in the section of the thing that was worth the money. This was like $1.97, I think. So we are at about $8 right now, a little bit less, like $7.50 right now. And the last thing I've bought 2 of those. They're $1 each too. So I bought 2 of them, so there's $2. So that gives us about what, $9 and like probably 50 cents or so, or like $9.80. All this shit was free shipping, so that's a cool thing. But what it's supposed to be, you can put them anywhere, like let's say right here or something, and just have like an extra little pocket for something. I mean, they were $1 each, so I didn't complain. And to be honest with you, I already know this fucking tape is not gonna hold it because it's gonna fall off for sure. So I'm gonna have to, like, you know, drill like little holes and screw it in there. But I'm still thinking what I want to put it on. So the first thing I've done, I put those little stars on it. Was it worth $1.97 or I don't know, $2? I mean, I don't see why not. Like, I don't know how much I like it, but for $1.97, for $2, I don't really care. I mean, some people are probably gonna notify it, and unless those things are fucking gonna break off and fall off on the freeway, then maybe someone's gonna see it and be like, oh, that's cool, you know. So it's just one thing. If you are like I don't know, you care about your rims, maybe you'll like them. Was it worth $2? I would say yes. I mean, $2 is basically like half of what you spend usually at Taco Bell when you buy a fucking, you know, dollar menu. So I don't know. I like them. They're not too bad. They sit on pretty tight. Like, they're way more like the original one, kind of loose. These ones are more like tied on, so I can't really complain. We're not the best one, obviously, but not the worst one either. Put the old one, just keep the old one just in case this one fucking fell off or something. This tire marker, I already showed you guys. I'm not even gonna bother fucking using it. It looks like shit. Those things, I mean, there's nothing really like what I can say about it. Was they worth $1 each? To be honest with you, hell yeah, like it was definitely worth $1. If you wanna, like, especially like in the little Miata when you don't really have a lot of space and they're pretty small, so you can just like put them in like whatever space basically you want to, because you can put them on the side of the radio too. And I don't know, I'm not gonna probably mount them right now. Just want to show you guys the quality basically of them, but they're pretty strong. They don't seem like they're gonna like break. Obviously the tape is shit. The tape, I wouldn't use it. I'm just gonna screw it on, and I'm gonna have them like on for sure. By the way, we're going to today, I'm gonna show you guys how to, for 89 cents, how to customize your turn signals so you can have them like this on the stock. It doesn't have to be Miata, obviously. I'm gonna do it on the Miata, but it doesn't even have to be a Miata. So we're gonna do this right now. I'm gonna show you guys how to wire those. First thing to install the turn signal, obviously open your trunk. Sorry for the mess I have in my trunk. You wanna undo. There's 4 bolts right here. So you see some of them, the nuts, sorry. Some of them just come off easily, just like this. They're little gold ones. Some of them are tied on, so you have to use a socket. But that's basically what you have to do first. Just, I'm gonna get a socket, and I'm gonna undo all 4 of those, and the light literally pops off. Alright, once you have all those 4 bolts out, what you wanna do, you literally just unclip this like this, and then you can see the light is able to fall off, right? So you have to undo this thing, just twist it, and the tail light is out. So we're gonna work on this in a second. But what you need to do right now, it's gonna be the best from here to see it. You have to undo this little clip right here, because you wanna remove this whole thing, because you're gonna have to cut through these wires right here and put the turn signals through it. So let me just undo the clip to do it. I believe I can just grab a screwdriver, just kind of push it in. Alright guys, so it took a second. I had to put the camera down because I needed both hands. But basically you have this, you have to push it down here and out with the screwdriver, and you have this clip out, so that's good. And all we need is this part right here, because when you look at it, This is your turn signal right here. I believe this is the running light and stop light, and this is the reverse light. So this is also a good time to clean up all this mess from there. But what you're gonna need to do, we're gonna remove this bulb right here, and you have the ground and the power, right? And then this one's a little bit different. It's different colors, but it's the same idea. Obviously, black and red, it's ground. Red only is power. So we are gonna cut right now through the green one and connect the red one to it, and we're gonna cut through the black one and connect obviously the black one through it. So let's do it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna take this, like open it out a little bit, and use wire strippers. And I have to use the smaller one, I guess. And just strip the wire like this, and do the same thing on both sides. Alright, perfect. So we got the rubber out. We just have the wire like this. So now you're gonna grab this. You're gonna use the razor blade, cut through the tape that is sitting there. I have no clue why it's there. You don't need that anymore. And now you have the two wires, right, that you can spread out. So we're gonna take the razor blade and just scoop some of the wire cover from right here. Alright, so we got this as the first wire, this is the ground. Now we're gonna do the same thing, repeat the same process on the power wire. Alright guys, so we did the same thing on both wires. This one, you might want to kind of clean it up from the rubber that is sitting around it. But basically all you need to do right now, just grab this. As I said, make sure it's just like all clean and shit around it. Yeah, that should be okay. As long as it's gonna make good connection, it should be okay. Take the red one, just wrap it perfectly fine around the whole thing, just like this. That's good. And now take the ground one and do exactly the same thing. Alright, now it's coming the fun part, because technically you're done by this, right? But you don't really necessarily want to leave it like this. So we are gonna use this thing. I'm not quite sure what is it called in English, sorry for you guys, but I'm sure you guys know what it is. And we have to use this metal thing. This is like a little welder basically for the electricity. And we're gonna get a drop here and here just to make sure everything stays in place. You don't necessarily have to do it. You might just tie those cables a little bit stronger and just like isolate this thing with the tape, but I would rather do this way. I think it would be a little bit more safe, or like, you know, just in general it's gonna look a little bit better. Alright guys, so I've got this thing is already hot. I don't know how well I'm gonna do it with my left hand, but that's where the camera is, that's where the cable is. So we're gonna do today, just take this, right now, just take this, melt some of that shit and put it all over the wire. I'll make it a little bit longer so it's easier to work with. Okay, all over it, so it just makes a good connection, because that's all that matters. And I'll do the same thing obviously on the other side too, just like this. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, you're gonna wait a little second for this to kind of dry. Like literally you're gonna dry immediately. Within like a couple of seconds, it's gonna be hard, but you're gonna just wait like 1 second literally to flip it on the other side and do the same thing on the other side too. Don't worry if you get a little bump like this, because you can literally just twist it and just melt it down. Just get the amount that you need. Not the perfect job, obviously, but nothing I do is perfect. Just grab it all over it. Alright. For beginners, good enough. So that's all we're gonna do. Now let's disconnect it from the power. Let it, don't touch anything, don't touch it because it's hot as fuck. Don't touch like wood or anything because it's hot as fuck too. Just put it on the concrete or something, let it cool down, and so now let this thing just cool down for a second too, and once it's like all cool down and shit, we're gonna isolate it and put it back. Alright guys, so this is all cold and ready to go. It's gonna make good connection. So I don't have electrical tape on me right now. I thought I did, but I don't. So all I'm gonna do is just use some of this duct tape, rip it, take it like this, and just, you know, glue it from the other side. And that will make a good enough like isolation for this, so it doesn't catch. Well, it's not gonna catch on fire, but it doesn't, like, you know, blow up fuses or something like that, because you don't want to burn your light bulbs and shit, especially after all the effort you're gonna put into it. So just do it like this. That's good enough. Now you're gonna have a good isolation. So the next thing, I have my hot glue gun right here. It's getting hot right now. It's still cold. Obviously you're gonna need a couple of those sticks too, those glue sticks. Yeah, take the light. When you look at it, so what you're gonna do right now, if this is, let's say, the driver's side, right, you have to make sure when you're gonna be gluing the arrow is pointing this way, right, so it looks like decent. So what you're gonna do, when you grab this like that, this thing, you have to do it like this and this way, and it fits right in, right. To make it work easier for you, just clip this thing back in there, because this is not gonna be on your way or anything. So just do it as well as possible. Just click it in how it's supposed to be. And now you have, you know, you don't have to do, you have the light bulb out, and you have those LEDs right here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna wait for a hot glue to warm up. It's already pre-warm. So I'm gonna use one more stick, so when I'm doing it I don't get fucked, and I have to, like, you know, redo it, I don't fuck it up. But we're gonna take another stick of the hot glue, put it in, obviously, and now you just wanna hold this like that and drop the glue down there, just like this. Just drop the glue down there, and now you have to do it fast because the glue is already drying, right? So you put this in, and then you take your finger, you touch it, you see where it is, you touch it like this, you take your finger and you press it firmly. You just have to make sure you're doing it in the right spot, right in here, and that's perfect. And just like that, we got this in. The glue is still drying, so you can kind of move it around to see where it is, but I usually just like move the glue around with my finger. Just let it dry. You have the arrow pointing. Is it the right pointing? Yep, that's all you need to do. Just like this. Just let it dry for a second. So you guys see we got the arrow pointing there, and it's on this side you cannot see because obviously it's tinted, and but it's in there and it looks decent. So just let the glue dry. We're gonna put one more layer of glue and just like on the top and spray with our finger. Obviously it burns your finger a little bit, but if you wanna get it done, just get it done. Doesn't matter if it burns your finger a little bit, that's not a problem. Alright guys, so another thing, right now once the glue is drying, it's almost dry, what you're gonna do, you see how we have those cuts right here? This is where those things, these pins go, right? So you're gonna, let's say, grab it on this side, use a razor blade, and just cut into this plastic, just like this, so you can cut out those little pieces that you don't need, because you're gonna have to somehow put the extra turn signal cable, the LED cable, in it. So just cut it out. Obviously it doesn't have to be super nice. You just don't want to also do too big of the hole, so it's still like kind of waterproof in there, so there's no water going in or anything like this. But this way you can put the cable in there, put the obviously before you finish, put the light bulb first, twist it, put the cable in there, put the light bulb, and you're good. And just like that, you did it. You have this turn signal right here. It's still kind of warm, you can feel it. The cable doesn't sit in the way or anything. This thing is on, everything is on. You're ready to basically just plug it back in. It's plug in and play basically. So next step, we are gonna use this shitty ass fucking Chinese tint that I hate, but that's all I have right now. And I already have this light tinted, so might as well just do the other one too. So we're gonna grab a heat gun for it. You can use a hair dryer. If you have a like decently strong hot hair dryer, you can use it too. But what I did, I just cleaned it up a little bit. This thing have a lot of scratches, not perfect, it's obviously faded as you guys can see. But we're gonna try to tint it as well as possible. And this part is hard. I'm probably not really gonna like hold my camera and record it because it's hard to do it alone. So I definitely need both hands for that. And the best way to do it, if you have like a friend or something who will hold the tint or like hold the headlight once you're putting the tint on, that'll be the easiest way to do it. But I'm alone right now, so I'm gonna I'll do it as well as I can, because this tint is gonna be redone anyway. I'm just doing it for now to see how much I like it. Hey, what's up guys? It was the second day. Sorry, my GoPro died yesterday, but all I did, I literally just put those taillights back in because I wrapped it with this shittiest tint. This is the worst fucking taillights tint. This fucking Chinese bullshit doesn't fucking work. It peels off everywhere. Like it's fucking, I hate this tint. Like I tint so many fucking like fog lights and shit in cars, like turn signals. This is the worst thing I've ever worked with. It's a junk. Like it's shit. But anyway, so we put those both the turn signals, like the thing that we actually work on, the LEDs are on. So let's turn them on and see how they work. So as you guys can see right here, that was the old one. The one that I did yesterday, or like 2 days ago, and this is the one we did yesterday. And I don't know how much you guys like it. I kind of like it, kind of dig that style. It looks, I think it looks cool. So I might keep it for now. Just I have to fucking do something. I have to like buy different tin and retint those fucking those taillights, because they look ugly as fuck. Like are you fucking kidding me? Like what kind of fucking tint peels off from the heat? Like fucking A. Like I had a car parked outside in the sun. I'm fucking coming back and like this fucking whole thing is peeling off. Like the fucking such a bullshit. Like what the fuck? So yeah, this is trash. I have to buy a better one. But yesterday also what came from fucking China again are those daylights running, daytime running lights, LEDs, and as you guys can see, the box is in fucking great condition. Basically, like everything that comes from fucking China it's just too fucking perfect. But anyway, this is it. They're them. They're like LED panel. They're pretty bright. I connected to the battery and they're like decently bright. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with them, because I had the idea to put them. Wait, let me turn my turn signals. Okay, so I've had the idea to actually put them in the front. That's why I bought them. But then I thought about it, and I don't have a reverse light, and that would be kind of cool if I could maybe like get it somewhere right here, like you know, like one big strip of light just like shining over there, so I can see when I'm backing up in the night. I don't know, I have to kind of figure out. I don't know if I'm gonna connect them right now or no, but I will definitely keep you guys updated. Also, I finally today insured the car, and the first I get out, I insure the car, I get out, everything was perfect, right? I get out, I'm going to my car, I'm trying to start it, it won't start. It just like clicks, like you know guys, like and what happened, the battery terminal was loose, so it wouldn't let it start, it didn't get enough power. But I messed around with it a little bit and it started. So, and I got it home, so that should be perfect. That should be good. I'm good with that. I don't know how about the sides. I don't think I'm gonna put them on today, and also don't think I'm gonna make a video. I'm just gonna show you guys because all I'm gonna do is just have to wire positive and negative, kind of literally like I did on the turn signals, the same type. So you guys will know how to do it. I'm just gonna show you guys how I put it in. But I think that's basically all for right now. Alright guys, so that's basically all for today. If you enjoyed, please subscribe my channel, leave a like below, and stay tuned and see you next time.